upcoming polls. Kejriwal, referring to Sisodia as both his commander and younger brother, laid out an ambitious vision for the future, promising a transformative era for Delhi's government schools and a brighter future for its children if, of course, AAP secures a third consecutive term. Listen to what he said.
आज पूरी दिल्ली में सब लोग कह रहे हैं आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार बन रही है, नहीं बन रही। सब कह रहे हैं हो सकता है 2-4 सीट ऊपर नीचे हो जाए, लेकिन सरकार आम आदमी पार्टी की बन रही है। तो अगर आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार बन रही है तो आम आदमी पार्टी का एमएलए बनेगा और मनीष जी आने वाली सरकार में फिर से डिप्टी सीएम बनेंगे। तो अगर आपकी विधानसभा आपका एमएलए डिप्टी सीएम होगा तो सारे अधिकारी सारे अफसर आपके फोन पे ही काम कर लेंगे।
Now, Sisodia, who was granted bail after spending 17 months behind bars for his alleged involvement in the Delhi liquor policy case, vowed to empower the residents of Jangpura upon returning to power. Listen to what he said.
अगर मैं आपके वोट से विधायक बन के जाता हूं दिल्ली विधानसभा में, पूरी दिल्ली केजरीवाल जी की सरकार बना रही है, तो केजरीवाल जी के साथ सरकार में बैठूंगा, उनकी कैबिनेट में बैठूंगा, मंत्री बन के बैठूंगा, डिप्टी सीएम बन के बैठूंगा। मैं डिप्टी सीएम नहीं बनूंगा, मैं मंत्री नहीं बनूंगा। जंगपुरा का एक एक भाई एक एक बहन डिप्टी सीएम बनेगा, एक एक भाई एक एक बहन मंत्री बनेगा। कैसे बनेगा कि उसके बाद जंगपुरा के किसी भी काम के लिए, जंगपुरा के किसी भी नागरिक की सरकार से किसी भी समस्या के लिए एक जंगपुरा के आदमी का फोन ही काफी होगा किसी सरकारी दफ्तर में। किसी भी सरकारी दफ्तर में किसी कर्मचारी की, किसी अधिकारी की हिम्मत नहीं होगी कि वो डिप्टी सीएम की विधानसभा के किसी सामान्य नागरिक का फोन न उठाए।
Kejriwal also seized the opportunity to take aim at the BJP, accusing their MLAs of destroying the constituencies they represent and urging voters to choose wisely in the upcoming polls. Listen.
आप जाके देख लो विधानसभाओं का क्या हाल है। इन 8 विधानसभाओं जहाँ से बीजेपी के एमएलए जीते थे, वहाँ पे नरक बनी हुई है जिंदगी। सड़कों के ऊपर सीवर फ्लो कर रहे हैं, चारों तरफ गंदगी है। उन 8 एमएलए ने भाई साहब 5 साल मेरे से लड़ने के सिवा कोई काम नहीं किया। मैंने उनको इतनी बार कहा, 8 बीजेपी वालों को मैंने कहा भैया राजनीति मत करो, जनता का सवाल है। मैं 2-4 मोहल्ला क्लिनिक तुम्हारे यहाँ बनवा देता हूँ, बनने नहीं दिया उन्होंने। अगर आपने उन 8 विधानसभाओं की तरह नरक बनानी है अपनी जिंदगी तो भाई आपकी मर्जी।
Cutting across to Kritika Tiwari, my colleague who of course continuously keeps us ahead as far as what's unfolding. Kritika, very good morning. Given the aspect of the fact that what we're looking at in the national capital, one thing is for sure, the Aam Aadmi Party is exuding confidence in specific to that particular remark of, Manish Sisodia perhaps making that comeback as Deputy CM. Of course, if the Aam Aadmi Party goes on to win. Politically speaking, how is that being read?
Well, absolutely, Nivedna. In fact, from the very beginning, the Aam Aadmi Party has been saying that Arvind Kejriwal, the former Chief Minister and the convener of the National Party, will be returning as the CM, even as the opposition, whether it is the Congress or the BJP, continues to ask how that will be technical given his stringent bail conditions. But as far as Manish Sisodia, as the former Deputy Chief Minister's bail conditions are concerned, there are no restrictions on, in fact, his interaction with the Secretariat or with the CM's office. So definitely, the road is wide open for him, for his return, in fact, as the Deputy CM. And this is what we saw yesterday when Arvind Kejriwal was campaigning for Manish Sisodia in the Jangpura constituency, the constituency from where Mr. Sisodia will be fighting these elections from. And it was said that it is not only Manish Sisodia who will be returning as the Deputy Chief Minister, but in fact each and every resident of Jangpura would also feel like they are the Deputy Chief Minister, as this is going to be his constituency, and that no officer in fact can afford to not work in the constituency of the Deputy Chief Minister. So it will be the residents, in fact, who will be benefiting largely through his return. Now remember, Sisodia had fought from the Parpadganj constituency in the last elections, and that was quite a close call. This time around, he is up against BJP's Marwa as well as Congress Farhad Suri. And in fact, Marwa on multiple occasions has said that Manish Sisodia is an outsider to this constituency. So multiple attacks have already been brought up against Sisodia on that front. As far as politically this move is concerned, of course, the BJP for a very long time have been terming the bail that has been granted to the senior leaders, whether it is Aam Aadmi Party's Arvind Kejriwal or Manish Sisodia, and they've been saying that this is not in fact a clean chit. So this is the attack which is repeatedly built from the front of the BJP. We've seen Home Minister Amit Shah also make these remarks as well. Now with this announcement, definitely remember Manish Sisodia had held 18 ministerial portfolios as well till 2022, which is when he had to resign, or which is when he resigned, in fact, weeks after his arrest in the alleged liquor policy scam. Over to you, Nivedha.
You know, in fact, as you point that out, that is one aspect of what is being exuded in terms of the polls. Now, of course, we'll only know in a matter of a couple of days who's going to win that ultimately. But while, you know, they were speaking about how they would look to really improve the situation in Delhi if they come back to power, Kejriwal also took an opportunity to take a jibe at the BJP. But overall, since you've been tracking the elections as well and keeping us ahead, this campaign has become more so just about blaming each other. The real issues, unfortunately, have not been spoken about itself, Kritika.
Yes, Nivedha. In fact, this is what we've been seeing since day one. In fact, even a look at the election promises of all the three parties, it is almost similar in the type of promises that are being offered. But still, there is a large section of residents in Delhi that do not feel that they're included in these policies at all. Pollution has continued to remain a top issue for a lot of residents, whether it is air or the pollution with respect to Yamuna, and not enough leaders are speaking about this in form of a policy purview. Whenever the Aam Aadmi Party is questioned, they go on to say that it is because of political animosity that is being levelled against them by the side of the Bharatiya Janata Party through their governments in Haryana and in other neighbouring states, which is why no cooperation can be done, how the central policies are lacking. While the BJP, on the other hand, has been alleging that in fact it is the corruption done by the Aam Aadmi Party, because of which neither the Yamuna has been cleaned up nor a sustainable plan for tackling air pollution has been tabled so far. We've seen these discussions be bell out even in law and order and as far as security in the city is concerned as well. But still, what largely remains to be seen in the political arena are promises that can be taken on the ground in a proper framework. Right now, all we have are promises that are being made, which is no different from what we have seen in the previous two elections. And this is something that both political parties are in fact picking up. The Aam Aadmi Party, even yesterday in the Jangpura rally, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal had said that it is because of the BJP that a lot of policies of the Aam Aadmi Party, that a lot of promises that they had made to the residents of Delhi, they've not been able to fulfill because their work is being stalled either through the LG House or through non-cooperation with the central government. And on the other side, the BJP has been continuously alleging that this is something that the Aam Aadmi Party knew while they were fighting for the 2020 elections as well. They know of the quasi-statehood of Delhi, and given those restraints is wherein they have to work. So this blame game is not really going to work out. So back and forth, a slugfest is what we've been seeing so far, but very little hope for the policy. So it's definitely up to the voters now to choose wisely. Over to you, Nivedha.
All right. So in the end, you know, what you did point out in a nutshell is ultimately the voters will get to decide, and we'll know what that result is looking like when they, of course, look at how political, groups are really battling this way out without really talking about what should be happening at the moment. Having said that, we leave it at that. Let's shift our focus. All right, the other top development that we continue to track as far as Saif Ali Khan is concerned. There's a fresh twist that has emerged